How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is William. This is October the 1st, 2025. I just want to make sure I had that date right. Listen, y'all, I got something very, very, very important to say. And I want y'all to just listen up and pay attention to what I'm about to say. And I'm gonna get right on into it, okay? Did y'all hear? Y'all been seeing this media about uh the arrest this girl and this man for apparently molestation to a 8-year-old or whatever. But let me explain something to y'all real quick. I got a call. I got inside information about a lot of this stuff. So listen, but I'm not gonna call in the name because I'm sure y'all reading it in the media and y'all seeing, a lot of y'all that stay around Richmond County, I know y'all seeing this and hearing about this, okay? So let me just give y'all some insight on it. I have seen these people in court. I guess DSS been having me in court for a while now because I have been up there in that courtroom and I seen them up there sitting up there in the courtroom. So tell me why. Tell me, based on the information that I got y'all. Tell me why. I'm gonna ask the question why. How can a girl run around here 3 years old till she 8 years old and her family member raping her, molesting her, and DSS ain't did nothing about it? Tell me, answer that question why for me. Answer that question. How does a 3-year-old girl to 8 years old and be molested? And I done heard already, I got inside information on, like I said, I done heard there was more inside the uncle, it was a cousin too. Maybe more than that, I don't know. But see, this is the kind of thing that I've been talking about DSS. I want to call, you know what I want to call them up there, but I'm not even going to go that route because you know what? This is some real stuff. And this is a little girl that's been hurt by a family member, that's been tormented. Can you ask me where DSS was? Was DSS at to protect that little girl? Was they at to protect the real people that's been abused, the real people that's been molested? What was they at? What were they at, and what did they do for this little girl to protect her? Them devils up there, boy. And I'm gonna tell you about the sheriff department too, because y'all gonna agree with me when I say this. Y'all know that anybody around Richmond County that's on drugs or drug addict or selling drugs, that sheriff department know it. And I know that y'all know it. Don't. Come on, go with me, y'all. Y'all know that members of that sheriff department know who on drugs out here in Richmond County and know who's selling dope out here in Richmond County, don't they? Right? Exactly. So these individuals supposed to be on drugs, so supposedly now, because I don't know. I ain't never seen them do drugs, but just what the inside information is given to me. So the sheriff department just is blamed because you know what they say, if you know something, they're like if somebody get murdered and you was there, they say you accessory to it. So sheriff department is accessory, just like the DSS. They both knew that this girl was being hurt. And they knew that these people, if they on drugs, they knew they was on drugs too. And they didn't provide no help whatsoever for this little girl that's gonna live the rest of her life in torment because she was hurt. Oh, let's see who did. New guy. Because she was hurt in a way that a child that never should be hurt like that. So that goes to tell me, the DSS worker told me years ago one time, said, I said, why y'all ain't out here really helping these kids that really need y'all help, that's out here in these streets that really need y'all? I said, well, they already out there, ain't no help for them. That's what the DSS worker told me. Said, we want to keep the clean house clean. That's what they told me. And this came from the own Richmond County DSS worker told me that one time. I said, y'all got all these kids out here that really need y'all help, but y'all coming to my house, but y'all ain't going to help these kids that really need y'all help. And that's exactly what that DSS, I ain't gonna call a name, but that's exactly what that DSS worker said. Well, they already out there, there ain't no help for them. But they gonna come in here and tear our good house down. See, that's what they do. That's nothing but the devil. But yet, here's a little girl that needed them, that needed that protection, that needed to be taken away from the parent. They needed to put that child somewhere that the child could feel safe and secure. But did the DSS do that? Now look what done happened. This girl has been being molested for years by family members. Y'all come on, go with me on this. Tell me, who to blame? So DSS running around here. And I like to know who the DSS workers involved with this junk, because you know what? That lets you know how much they care about black people. Them jokers up there don't care nothing about no black people getting hurt out here in these streets. Y'all better pay attention to me and understand where I'm coming from. You heard me? Now you see what they did to me, right? My kids ain't never been abused or anything in any way. But yet they come in and took my kids out of my home without even acknowledging it to me. They didn't even take them out of my home, they took them from the school. And still didn't tell me and acknowledge it to me. You know, so now here's a girl, a little girl, that can't defend herself. They failed to help this girl. They failed to protect this child, along with the sheriff department. The sheriff department failed to help this child, failed to get this child, render the protection that this child needed. You know what I'm saying? So they just as much as blame as DSS. The sheriff department, because as members of that sheriff department know that this child parents, grandparents, or whatever, know they was on drugs. And I know it. Because don't nothing go by here that them people, them sheriff's officers up there don't know. If somebody on drugs, they know who on drugs. If somebody selling dope, they know who's selling dope around here. Around Richmond County, they know. But do they do anything about it though? But that's the thing. The evil versus evil stick with evil. And evil go to tear good people down. See what I'm saying? Now you see how they let that go right by up under the table. Y'all see how they did that? See how they did, and then tell they ain't had no choice but to make an arrest? See? They had no choice. But see, when all this stuff was going on, they had a choice. They could have took that little girl out there custody of the mama and got away from that family and protected that girl. That girl's she was an innocent little girl. They could have protected her, but they failed to do their job. Both the Child Protective Service in Richmond County and that Richmond County Sheriff Department under the hands of Mark Gullet. Y'all better pay attention. I'm going to come back with y'all some more insight that I got about it, but I just want to put that out there and let y'all ride off this right now to show how evil them people is up there. Some evil people, evil devils up there that did that Child Protective Service, that DSS, that Sheriff Department. Remember, I ain't saying all of them in the evil, but I tell you what, there's a lot of them in that is. That is evil. There's some evil people up there. You best believe that. I'm going to come back with y'all with some more because I got a lot of heat on this one. Got a lot of heat. Inside heat. Follow me. Let's go with it. Thank y'all for listening.